All right, so like I was saying, what we're going to do is get right to it here. As per the opener there, this is going to be video clip heavy on this episode, and we're going to start right off with the opener, right? Do we want to just harken back to the fact that, like with Boomstick and countless others, but especially Boomstick, exclusives mattered at one point. They didn't like relinquishing those
at one
marquee
point
titles. They didn't like having to give those titles up, not just to Nintendo, but to also PlayStation, their nemesis, the competition.
Oh, like how you guys don't like how you're giving your games up to Xbox, right? Ironic, isn't it? I mean, once you kind of think about it. And plus, with the news that was just dropped like literally a few hours ago, it turns out it was PlayStation who pushed for that. You know, it's almost like they're moving towards being multi-platform, right? You can already kind of consider them multi-platform. You know, they're definitely putting their games on other platforms anyway, right? Not trying to open that can of worms. Actually, I am. Why am I lying, right? It's just funny, you know, because these guys were looking at Arrowhead and they were like, thank you so much for making this happen, Arrowhead. And Arrowhead was like, nah, that was all PlayStation. Thank them. Like, they didn't even know. Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. They didn't even know the bomb they just dropped on their loyal fans. Oh, this shit just keeps on getting better.
You know what? I don't blame them. Never have. I understood it. But again, they ended up in that same boat, right? They ended up in that boat because of Game Pass that we've got.
What do you mean they ended up in that same boat? Dude, you're self-reporting, and that's why you're looking away from the camera. Oh my God, dude, just redo it. Don't tell me you just try to play it off. What do you mean they're in that same boat? In that same boat with who? You guys? The third-party boys? The China Hero Project boys?
Over multiple times on this channel. If you're new to the channel, we've gone over Game Pass, how it's, in my opinion, and backed up by some factual data there, harmed the industry more than helped it out. It has also disrupted the industry, and I don't think in a...
Is that why you want it? Is that why you got Game Pass? You already done slipped and said that you done been on Game Pass, boy.
Positive way. And it also has disrupted Xbox as a brand to the point to where they're a full-on third-party publisher.
And they're selling their games like hotcakes on your platform, influencing Sony to start putting their games on Xbox.
Their identity is all over the place, and we've seen it unravel within the last 6 to 7 months especially. So
you guys, a projection. I mean, what are you guys doing, right? Like, I thought exclusives mattered. What are these guys doing? They're pushing to put their games on Xbox, right? PlayStation is, by the way. They didn't put a Lego game on Nintendo. Like, what was up with that? China Hero Project, they're putting games day and date on PC. I mean, what is going on over there at PlayStation? What's going on? I thought you guys had it all figured out, right? I thought Sony just got it. I mean, I'm at a loss.
Get it? But at this point in time, remember that they were talking about that. They didn't want to lose those titles. Exclusives mattered. You had to have those per ecosystem. But now they're all kumbaya. And with all the job listings for, or the job listing for PlayStation, basically looking into...
Oh, look at you, dude. You can't even fucking speak. You're so flustered. You're treading water. You're so hard. And it's sad because like the camera's pointed down on you. So it even looks like you just barely got your head above water. You're trying so hard to stay on point and not show the frustration. Oh, this poor old man.
Do some sort of partnership program to have these games go multi-plat, being mobile, Nintendo Switch, Xbox. It hasn't been decided what those are, if they're games as a service, if they're single-player games, what that'll look at.
Oh, it's been decided.
Sony at the time of this recording.
It ain't been decided yet. Oh, brother. It's been decided. They're over there. Yeah. Prepare. Ghost of Tsushima, prepare. They're over here. Trust me. They're making decisions. They're making plays.
Has been mums on the word. So, again, now they're all kumbaya. We want Sony to do this. We want PlayStation to do it. Xbox fanboys, frauds, shills, grifters, they all wanted PlayStation to follow the footsteps of Xbox. They wanted them to fail so they didn't feel as bad. They didn't.
Oh, but wait. And you know, I say it all the time. Hindsight's 2020, right? He made this video before that news was public today, but he did post this video today. But PlayStation is the one who's pushing to put their games on the Xbox, buddy. So what you're saying, it just doesn't make sense. And we've been saying that, right? We're saying, oh, well, you guys are saying Xbox is dead. We would always say, well, then why are they putting games on Xbox? Why is PlayStation putting their games on Xbox? And it would just be a whole bunch of cope and obfuscation, man. But I mean, the narratives, man, they're falling apart.
Phil is hurt. Like, you guys are suffering the same fate as us Xbox fans. That's what they ultimately are wanting. So
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. You guys are going out worse. Dare I say, you guys are going out worse. And you guys don't even realize it, because at least the Xbox guys, at least they getting Game Pass, right? To satiate the pain, right? At least they could bag back and hop on Game Pass. I mean, what do you guys got? I mean, I'm just keeping it 1,000.
Again, this is what happens when you don't have competition and Xbox waving the white
don't
flag.
do that.
This is when we get into circumstances where PlayStation,
and that's what I'm saying. And you've seen their top 10 sales chart. 6 out of 10. That's waving the white flag. And here goes the competition cope. And I talk about this all the time. And this is truly why there's no competition. If you really want to peel back the layer of that onion, right? You know, and then people are going to be like, oh, you're getting conspiracy theory. I'll be, no. Just hear me out. Because Game Pass is putting games day and date. Xbox has some quality games. The game of the year, Claire Expedition 33. And, you know, that's just one game, right? There's some good games in the Game Pass day and date. If you guys really wanted competition, you guys would look at PlayStation and say, hey, you know, you guys are going multi-platform. What are we going to get out of this? What games are you guys going to put into the service, right? Look at Astrobot. We know that Astrobot isn't selling that well in comparison with the install base, right? Let me use your guys' phrases and shit. You guys can say, hey, it's not selling that well in comparison to how many consoles there are. Put the shit in the subscription service. That's what you guys could rally for. But instead, you guys are going to sit here and cope. Oh, Xbox has waved the white flag. Oh, this is why you guys don't have any competition. And when we look at the sales charts, I'm going to be honest with you, man. It looks like you guys are getting handled, right? It doesn't look good.
PlayStation may view things and be like, you know what? There's not really any competition out there. Nintendo's doing their own thing. They got their own little corner of the
Nintendo's doing their own thing. They got their own little corner. Okay.
Markets. They're doing well. They don't really interfere with us. We can throw our games everywhere, right? We'll have to wait and see. But just remember.
Oh, we're talking about PlayStation. We can throw our games everywhere. Look at you. You look hurt. Why are you doing this, dog? You don't have to keep doing this, brother. You can take a break. I promise you, everybody would understand.
At one point in time, exclusives mattered. Now,
at one point
in time, let's get on to our next video example. And
let's
that next example being Kid Smooth, right? Kid Smooth has an example here. This is in regards to something real similar to what Boomstick is saying here. So go ahead and take a look at this here.
I'm looking at PlayStation. I'm like, dude, we got to have some goodwill here, bro.
Oh,
like
every time I see this,
I'm giving your fan.
Kid Smooth, what are you doing? Every single time I see this brother, he out here just saying some silly shit.
Your customers, the marquee basis, I'm going to make 70% of everything that sells on those consoles. These games are going to sell, but you know what I mean. At this, because I'm making this decision, I'm making your platform default the premier platform. Essentially for people to go to, if exclusives are what matter that much, you guys got to kind of work with me as a goodwill. Is there any IPs that
and this is what I mean. They be thinking it's all buddy. Oh, if I give you a cookie, will you slide me off of goodwill and we can shake on it? They're doing this to make money. They're looking at profit that can be made. That's why they're making these decisions. It's not off of goodwill. It's not no trade. It's not no damn deal. Why are grown men speaking like this? This is not how these type of conversations go. And like I say it all the time, I make it very clear. I'm not in these rooms, but I guarantee you it ain't no motherfucking, oh, you need to give us some goodwill. What the fuck does that mean?
You'll be willing to bring over. And I know it sounds like I'm port bigging, but I've said this a million times before.
All right. And so like as you're seeing that there from Kid Smooth, he has issues, again, with them losing those exclusives, those marquee titles, those first-party Xbox games.
That's not what he was saying at all. He was basically he was basically trying to say they need to come to the table. You know, what he was doing was placating. And that's why, that's why I say it all the time. And I've seen Xbox guys doing this, and I'm not going to lie, I'm a little bit disappointed. I'm a little bit disappointed because I see Xbox guys, especially on Twitter, make sure you buy the game. Make sure you buy the game. Show them, buy the game. You guys don't have to prove them shit. You guys ain't been buying PlayStation games all this time. And look what they're doing. They're bringing their games to you guys. These guys need the money. They're trying to make that money. You guys don't need to do shit. The next consoles are going to be day and date. And I just feel like, and let me put on my tinfoil hat again, right? I'm getting real conspiracy theory today, right? Your boy hit the wax. I'm on one right now. I ain't even gonna cap. That Helldivers 2 was a distraction. It was to distract you guys. And it worked. It worked. Because we got, Kid Smooth over here trying to get everybody to come to the round table talking about goodwill and shit. The Xbox guys don't have to do anything. PlayStation is choosing. PlayStation saying this is on us. We'll bring it over. We'll port it over. We heard it's the shooter box. Please buy our games. Barely anybody with a PlayStation bought our games. Will you guys buy the game? Please. We know the PC guys bought the game. Would the Xbox guys do it?
He feels like PlayStation has to give something up, especially at the time that he recorded that snippet, right? PlayStation has to give something up.
So this wasn't even recent. This is from a long time ago. Well, then shit, he might have been ahead of the curve. Excuse the hell out of me. Wait a minute. So, but I should have known, right? Old dude with old news. Pulling up shit like from way back when. Really? I should have known.
Because we're giving out the goods. PlayStation needs to give Xbox some stuff here. And remember, Xbox fanboys, fraud, shills, grifters constantly harp on PlayStation first-party games, whether that be Spider-Man, whether that be Last of Us, because of all the remasters, and they make fun of it, and they would never touch these games. They wouldn't touch Horizon, this, that, and the other. Now, all of a sudden, they want those games.
Oh, well, don't get me wrong. I think a lot of people are trolling you, but I still see them in the comments. I see them adamantly saying that they don't want anything to do with those games. Now, granted, just like how we did with the PlayStation boys, when them sales charts come in, we'll see what games are top selling, if they port some more single player games, right? Because they haven't announced any yet, but I do think that they are going to announce some. So we'll see, but I still see those guys saying that the games are trash and that they don't want to play this shit. That's why I kind of think it's a little bit funny, like it kind of seems like it kind of shows how highly they think of their exclusives, because they literally think like that the whole point of having access to Steam or getting a handheld is just to play the ROG Ally handheld is just to play the PlayStation exclusives, right? When really I think that's just like a thing that they're doing to throw in your guys' face.
They want those games over there because they'll do numbers, guys. Don't you worry. These games Xbox never wanted. The community never wanted those PlayStation first-party games. But now that there could be a chance that those do end up over there, now they want them. Man, if only they weren't so...
Look, I'll give them credit for that, right? I'm trying to be fair, right? Like I said, I'm on one today, right? I'm geeked. I'll be fair. I will say that I have seen Xbox guys to this day saying that those games are trash, right? Well, let the comments, if you feel that way, talk your shit. You guys know I don't ever delete comments or none of that shit. If you guys feel like those games are trash, make it be known, right? And we'll get the receipts. Hey, I mean, they already say you guys don't buy games, so we'll see. We'll see if Xbox don't buy games. We could really use Helldivers, right? I don't know, but I do see a lot of Xbox guys saying that they want to play Helldivers, so I don't know if that would be a good test.
Fickle, if only they weren't full of crap from day one, would we believe that one way or the other? Again, time will tell, but they always felt like they deserved something. Nobody wanted to, and no fan of any ecosystem or where you put your time, money, and effort into an ecosystem wants to see those exclusives go away. Exclusives matter, guys. They matter more than you think. We're probably gonna have—
dude, get the hell out of here. And you know how I know they don't matter? Because you keep saying that they do. If they mattered, then you wouldn't have to keep saying it. I see all these guys saying that shit, yelling it from the rooftop on Twitter, just yelling it, holding on to it so dearly, even though they don't have exclusives anymore. If they were so important, you wouldn't have to keep on just repeating it like a broken fucking record. I mean, honestly, man, like, this shit is sad.
I have to touch up on a video on this, by the way.
Touch up on it.
I have one that was posted a few months ago, a couple months ago or whatever, and folks still come at me with the exclusives shouldn't matter anymore, and
they don't matter. When we look at your top selling games, it's not exclusives. You can't say that they matter, right? You can say they matter to you. You can give your opinion. And no one can say they don't matter to you. I mean, you've built your whole identity around them. We know that. But in the grand scheme of things, that's why it's so funny how he's talking about nobody likes to see exclusives go. 95% of the people don't give a fuck. Like, I'm telling you, I guarantee you, the average PlayStation player does not know that Helldivers is going to Xbox. And I guarantee you, or if they know, they don't give a shit. You know, they're not hearing about the rumors of Days Gone going and everything. I think it's only the diehards who are really locked into that type of shit. You know, the people in the space who find the shit entertaining to look at.
It's a different landscape and industry, and there's some truth behind that, but you guys still don't understand the full picture. You don't understand, and I constantly have to remind, because there's a lot of new faces that come across the channel. I get it.
Yeah, trust me, you know, and I've been kind of watching you for, like, you know, a couple of months, so somewhat new, right? Remind me, please, refresh me.
Not a lot of people are being truthful about it, and if people just sat there, listened, and understood why exclusives matter, you might learn a thing or two.
Yeah,
all right? It's
I'm
not
down.
about gatekeeping or anything like that, but I'm not going to go off on that tangent in this video, but just for an upcoming video, a little quick highlight. But again, you see how salty and upset these folks are for losing those key titles. Now,
I haven't seen, no, I haven't seen anybody salty. I've just seen you explaining how exclusives matter, repeating it over and over and over again, and I'm waiting for you to explain it, right? You got me intrigued. I'm thinking I might be missing something. Like, please, enlighten us.
Over to yet another video example.
Okay.
Now, this example being directly from Boomstick as well, his words of mouth here. Do you see how crazy this is going to be? I'll share the clip first. Here you go.
Okay.
I went and looked specifically at July 14th, trying to figure out and find if there's any significant with that date with Spider-Man as a character, whether it be Marvel, whether it be the film, whether it be the game. I found nothing. I literally found absolutely nothing that would make Insomniac Games put out this post for no reason. Like, it's such an odd post.
Oh, he's connecting the dots on y'all ass, and I thought I had my tinfoil hat on.
It's so just odd. Like, why talk about Spider-Man 2018? Yeah.
Yes.
It doesn't make any sense.
Yes, I agree with that. It's not like they got a DLC or anything, right? I definitely agree with that. Good save.
Unless it does, Crispy Bomb. Unless that sense is that game is coming to Xbox. I believe it is.
As you can see, again, this goes back to the recent Spider-Man coping video that I did put out, right?
Oh.
They had Insomniac. This is how you know he doesn't partake in anything. I don't know if this dude even actually games that much. I don't know his gamer tag
from
on
you?
Xbox. I don't know anything of that sort.
Oh, because you want to look him up and stalk him? You want to see what games he plays? Why don't you challenge him to something?
But he's so out of the loop. When he's sitting there talking about Insomniac again, sharing that screen I had in that past video, well, they gotta be doing it. And the only thing that I think, and I truly believe, is that Spider-Man 2 or Spider-Man is coming to Xbox. And it's like, dude, if you knew Insomniac, and I know he follows Insomniac just to get the news type of
so you know. If he knew him like how you know him. I mean, he's giving his opinion. He's making a prediction. I mean, I've seen you guys do the same thing with their games, right? He's throwing his hat in the ring on his prediction.
stuff. If you've been following them whatsoever, you see that they post everything under the sun under their umbrella, whether that be Sunset Overdrive, whether that be the Resistance series, and I'm still waiting for a remaster on, please, or next.
Oh yeah, we know. We know you guys sit around and wait for remasters. We know.
Whatever you want to do, let's get that IP back in the loop here, all right? But side tangent aside, they do this on a regular basis. Them posting a random snippet of Spider-Man is not out of the blue. It's not out of the left field, right? It's literally them harping on and hearkening on to
Says who? Says who? Source? That's just how you choose to interpret it, because you're coping. And I mean, this is a bad frame to stop this at.
Spider-Man is an IP. Spider-Man, again, I say this almost every video I talk about Spider-Man. It is one of the most popular IPs in general, not only in video games, but comics and movies, etc., etc. Anything that's attached to Spider-Man.
That's why I could definitely see PlayStation porting it over, because they're trying to get some sales.
It sells boatloads of 99% of the time. It does very well. Spider-Man's just one of the most liked heroes out there, right? It just is what it is. That's the facts of the matter there. So, of course, if I owned any sort of snippet, a successful movie or franchise or video game, much like Insomniac Spider-Man series right now, that franchise, of course I'm going to post it often here and there, whether it's Miles Morales, Peter Parker, Venom, anybody in that Insomniac Spider-Verse.
No. If you posting it, you advertising it. You know what I mean? Why they got to post when they already know what they got, right? Why they got to put it out there for the world to see, put it on display? They knew what they were doing. They were piquing interest. And you don't want to accept it. And here's your third video coping over this tweet. You're interpreting what the meaning behind their tweet. Like you're a part of their social media team. Mind you, this is a dude like in his 50s or some shit. Like, bro, you do not see how down bad you look.
I'm going to share that just in a whim. Just because you want to consistently promote that, put that out there, understand that that's the quality product that you're putting out there. But again, Boomstick, twisting and hoping, and a lot of folks out there with that job listing again, clamoring. That's the number one ask right now. The one that they thought was so woke, so DEI infused, so boring, flat, Puddlegate. The story wasn't.
I mean, you keep on bringing it up. Obviously, that really hurts your feelings. But I'll say the same thing I said in the other video. I mean, there was flags in the game, right? There was a whole bunch of things. And then to make it even worse, right? They essentially were trying to virtue signal, right? And as a black person, like I really think this is the disrespectful shit about a lot of that stuff. They tried to virtue signal for Miles Morales, I believe, and then they put the wrong damn flag in the game. The wrong flag. I'm just saying, it's kind of like with Assassin's Creed when they showed, Yusuke or whatever, and they they had rap music playing. Like, it's distasteful to say the least, right? And I mean, you've yet to debunk any of those claims, right? The performance issues, the DEI, all that, you've yet to debunk it. What can you say about it to say that it was bullshit? And you know what they say, there's a saying, a hit dog hollers.
Not good. Not enough to be a system seller. This is the one they're clamoring for, is for Spider-Man to arrive on the Xbox ecosystem. And again, what is super bizarre to me, if that new Xbox system happens to be the hybrid that they're talking about, all right? The hybrid meaning console usage. The other piece of that, having Steam integration where you
See, look, I just wanted to fact check. Spider-Man 2 dev promises fix at their fan spot Cuban flag and Puerto Rican Miles Morales has. All I'm saying is it shows how much they care about that shit, that they can't get little things like that right. That's all. And I'll leave it at that.
you can access the Steam store. Why do you need that natively on your Xbox console? You can do that now. You can do that on your ROG Ally, but they're clamoring. Why are they clamoring to do this? Because they want PlayStation to lose its identity, much like Xbox has done. They want them to go all out and be done with it. So they have the last laugh, so to speak. They'd be like, hey, you too, guys, huh? You too. You guys are nothing. That's what they do. That's what they base their existence on. That's what they base their fan base on, is the grifting, shilling, frauding, fake gaming, you name it. That's just what they do.
But what are they shilling? What are they shilling? They don't buy games. What are they shilling? They don't own anything. They don't rent anything. They're just freeloaders, right? A dying console and dying ecosystem because they don't buy anything. They don't. What are they shilling? Gamepass, right? I mean, it did make $5 billion. Shit. Like, these guys don't even see the bullshit that they be selling. You're just projecting what everybody says about you because everybody knows you're the oldest, one of the biggest boot kissers in this goddamn space, dog. And it's a shame, to be honest with you.
Nothing I'm stating is untrue. Nothing I'm stating is an assumption. It's just the fact of the matter. But yeah, that's just what they're hoping for. But they have access to all this stuff. And if it is a hybrid, I don't know why you would need it natively. I still find it bizarre that this hybrid, if it does have a Steam interface to it, the Steam store is immensely popular. How that's not going to eat into the Microsoft store or the console side of things is beyond me. You're just going to switch over and be like, all these Steam games that are available via Steam only. Not
oh, you can integrate it. You can bring them on over, right? Xbox said, oh yeah, they can come in. You know, when you was a kid, you like, can they spend the night? Sometimes your parents be like, yeah, they can spend the night. Xbox said, yeah, they can come in. You don't got it. They don't got to stay outside. You can bring them in. Oh, okay. I mean, shit, that's what Steam does. You're sitting here talking about how Steam is immensely popular. Ask that same question about Steam. How does Steam remain immensely popular and profitable when they allow you to add non-Steam games and games from all over other market stores? You know, but there you go again, talking about shit you know nothing about.
Even available on Xbox, but they got the Steam sales. They got this, that.
Yep.
I got the PlayStation first party game.
I mean, it's looking like they got it all. I mean, shit, I'm telling you. And I'll admit, like, it looked like you had them in the first half. But I mean, goddamn, what a turn of events, boy, I'm telling you. And you're talking about, early in this video, you're talking about competition. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, you're right. There ain't no competition. It's looking like you guys are getting cooked. I knew what time it was when they announced the handheld and shit, and they was talking about integration, Steam making Windows the best place to game and shit. I was like, oh goddamn.
Games I can access through Steam, which again you can do via any PC, gaming laptop, or any ROG Ally that's out right now. Not the Xbox branded one that will be coming out.
Yeah, exactly, because your games are everywhere. You guys are multi-platform. But you know the Xbox guys, they want to wait till they can get the Xbox hardware, just so they can rub it in, right? I mean, just look at your face, dog. You're seething.
All right, I just really don't understand why they're doing that. But again, the only assumption you can make from that is because they want PlayStation.
Oh, they're doing it for the same reason you're making this video. They're trying to talk shit. The only difference is that they're a lot better at it than you are. Right? Because everybody gets you upset. And I'm still waiting on the fucking salt. You're not even showing clips anymore. You're just coping and seething. You're not even discussing what was discussed in the last video. You done gone on a tangent about something completely different. You know, but it all revolves around the same overarching theme. And that's that PlayStation is going multi-platform, and you just can't accept it, little buddy.
Fail, or at least go the route that Xbox did, like I mentioned before, so they're not hurting. So it's a Me Too type of situation, right? It doesn't hurt as bad if it's happening
me
to them.
too.
Me too. I can feel better about this whole situation.
I don't. Whoa. I know you're an older guy, but that is not how that phrase is used.
Situation about the brand that I love, because hey, this other huge brand that was the competition did the same thing. That's what they're hoping for. It's nothing other than that. That's what's crazy to me. If that were to ever happen, who knows what their content's going to be like. Who knows what their content's going to be like, folks. But that being said, let's go on to one more clip. I think this is a big one. This one has to be talked about. I think this is absolutely ludicrous.
Wrap it up.
This one is coming from yours truly. Oh no, it's Alex.
Uh-oh.
So I'm sure we'll have a lot of his grifters and defenders in here after I have what to say in regards to his video.
Oh, cooking your ass.
So first of all, take a look at this.
Bro, I just cannot comprehend how anybody can sit here and be like, well, Xbox games are over budget, Fable's over budget, so they got to put them on PlayStation to make their money back. No, they're putting them on PlayStation to make their money because you guys are a bunch of suckers. If you're going to spend $70 for a video game, that sounds like a you problem, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Y'all will literally go out there and buy any slop you possibly can to replace the gaped hole left in your heart. You almost thought I said something else, but I didn't.
Damn.
Heart. Because of the fact that you guys have 0 games on that console.
Oh,
There's nothing
shit.
to play there because everything on there except for 2 games are on PC. And when those 2 games hit PC, what are you going to have then? Nothing.
All right, so lots of...
I mean, where was the lie? Holy shit. I mean, god damn. If that's an older clip, where was the lie? And that shit still holds true to this day, down to the fucking 2 games. Right? I don't know what the 2 games were at that time, but I know damn sure it wasn't Death Stranding and Ghost of Yote. And look where we are. We're literally in the same position. And it's ironic that he's saying, oh, they're not putting their games on another platform. What's it called? Because they need to or whatever. They're doing it to make their money. That's what we've all been saying. We're all saying, hey, PlayStation needs that money. That's why they're doing it. They're going to get that money. They see the money that Microsoft is making, and they're not going to get left out on making money. So, like I said, what else is new with this guy? Yet again, another video where he thinks he has salt, but all he's doing is just getting salty, coping, and seething.
Kind of unpack here. A lot to say. This is your grifting and shilling at its finest right here. Alex has done a wonderful job, and I know I'm going to have people in the comments.
But this is what I mean. How is it shilling when literally all of the games, damn near all of the games, are in Game Pass? What are they shilling? You guys are the shills. But don't get me wrong, right? Because that is distasteful for me to say, because at the end of the day, gamers want a game and gamers like to buy games. But I'm just saying it's ironic because you can't sit here and say, oh, you guys are, hyping up a subpar service. You can't talk shit about Game Pass anymore because now we know that the games are sought after because the PlayStation guys are buying them like they're hotcakes. So I go back. You guys all the time, you pull up sales charts and you talk about, oh, look at this. Look how low the sales are. I thought the Xbox guys weren't buying anything. I thought they were just renting. That's why their ecosystem is dead. What are they shilling?
Once they have Astro Cyborg clip this, because that's all he does, is sits at home all day and does that. He'll clip this, show it to Alex. Alex will make a rebuttal. He'll make a rebuttal, they'll share it, and defend it to its core, right? They'll defend it. Well, this isn't what he meant. If you watch the entire video, blah, blah, blah. No, he said what he said. This is it here. This is it here.
Yes, and you don't even have to defend what he said. What he said speaks for itself, and it holds, and that's the beautiful thing about it. We can analyze it. It holds up through time. There's no bullshit. Meanwhile, all your takes spoil like milk the second they fucking leave your lips.
Here. He's making fun of people supporting the industry, supporting your hobby. He's making fun of people spending $70 per game. We're the jokesters. We're the buffoons buying into this because it's now slop. $70 is now slop for buying slop. He's probably referring to anything as of late on the PS5, but
I think he's just talking about, in general, the price of $70 games. And let's just be honest, this generation has been lackluster. You know, that's why it's a shame. Like with the Outer Worlds, you know, it's cool that they lowered the price or whatever, but nonetheless, they think they're slick lowering it to 70. It should be lowered to 60, right? But you know, that's a topic for a whole nother video. You get what I'm saying.
Again, it doesn't matter. Like, everybody has their choice to spend their money how they want. Why are they pocket watching, right? Somebody that pirates games over there, somebody that spends very little.
Oh, now he wants to talk about pocket watching. Oh, no. Not from y'all niggas. Y'all niggas the pocket watching police, niggas. Stop it. Y'all the biggest pocket watching. Shit, you been pocket watching the whole damn video. That's all y'all do. Y'all don't play games. Y'all just pocket watch. Boy, you're Professor Pocket Watch. What are you talking about?
On gaming that gets games gifted to him all the time is out there trying to tell people how to spend their.
And what do your guys do for you? Your guys don't get you shit. All they really do is hang your ass out to dry by engaging with your dumb shit. By gassing you up and shit. Sending you out to get waxed. Like a goddamn piñata, nigga, for the enjoyment of everyone else. You silly dude.
Money. All right, I'm not making a video telling him or anybody else how to spend their money, how to do this and that in their own ecosystem.
But you were just talking about how Game Pass is bad for gaming and how it's destroying gaming. So you're pretty much telling just about everybody who owns the Xbox. I imagine if you have Xbox, the main reason you have one is because of Game Pass. And don't even get me started with the people who use the service through PC. So there's a lot of people on the service, right? Even though you guys will downplay, you know, 30 million, 40 million, like that's nothing to you guys, right? Nonetheless, right? In my opinion, there's a lot of people on the service. And you're essentially saying that they're leading to the downfall of the hobby that they enjoy the most. Like, quite frankly, you're full of shit.
All right, there's a reason why they're that expensive for the marketing, for game development, whatever the case is. It is entirely up to the consumer's choice to spend that money. You only, and here's the crazy part, guys, if you don't want to.
And this is the dude talking about shilling. You're literally trying to defend shilling. You're literally trying to defend people spending $70. Like I said, spend money on what you want to spend money on, but you're defending spending money on overpriced games, in my opinion. I mean, why have games gone from 60 to 70? I remember, I think like the first game where they tried to sneak it was Callisto Protocol. I know there was probably $70 games before then, but I just remember Callisto Protocol, and I remember the person who made the shit from Dead Space. He was like, they need the money, you know, but I think it's worth it. Only for his game to come out and run like shit, right? I actually don't think it was that bad, right? Once the shaders compiled or whatever, but nonetheless, you guys get what I'm saying. Like they're overcharging for these games, and a lot of these games would be buggy and shit when they come out. Just saying.
Spend that day one price of $70. If you don't want to do that, guess what you can do?
Pirate.
You can wait 1 month. You can wait 70 days. Usually, those games will be knocked off by $8 to $10 right off the.
You can get it for the free 99. You can sell the high seas, but I mean, like you guys be on the closed ecosystem. You don't know. Hey, I don't know, man. We might just have to start pirating games all summer 25. Shit. But you guys didn't need me to say that. I actually fast forwarded.
Usually, those games will be knocked off by $8 to $10 right off the bat. Right off the bat within that short of a time frame. And Lord knows we have a huge backlog as it is. If you're not feeling FOMO, if you don't feel you need to get that game day one or right away.
Oh, come on. Y'all boys ain't got no huge backlog. Stock to cap. Maybe you do because you don't play games.
Guess what? You don't have to. You don't have to. And then if you wait even further than that, shocker, all right, shocker, that game will potentially go on sale for even less. And if we're talking about a Ubisoft title, those really go on sale pretty quick.
Brother, we don't even have to really wait for a sale. We can just go to CD Key and damn near get the game half off. Like, this is what I mean. Like, when the Xbox guys get the shit and they start rubbing it in your face, then you'll actually pay attention to it. Because PC guys, we've been trying to tell you guys, and it just goes over your heads. But when the Xbox guys do it, when the Xbox logo, the Xbox sticker is slapped on it, you guys are finally going to realize it. I noticed that's been the reoccurring theme.
quick, don't they? So, and when you're talking about the titles that do stay at a higher price, that's because there's more quality behind it. When you're going to sit there and crap all over devs and everybody else that puts their blood, sweat, and tears into these games and say that it's not worth it, to say you shouldn't be playing those games.
And I repeat, and who's to shill? While you're over here boot kissing devs who put out shitty games, I don't give a fuck. That's their job, right? Now, I mean, like I said, I know their job is hard, yada, yada, yada. But at the end of the day, whose side are you on? Who's the shill again? I ask yet again, who's the shill?
You shouldn't be spending it. You should be renting these games that you don't own. But are you going to turn around and say that, oh, you can buy those on sale? Well, no shit, Sherlock. You can.
Oh, so you can rent them and own them, but I thought they were shills. But now you're pocket watching, telling them they should buy it instead of renting it and owning it, whatever the hell that means. Because Lord knows we all know these guys don't own the games. They're just motherfucking own a license to it. I mean, hello. What are you talking about, brother?
Do that regardless. You don't have to get them day one. You don't have to do that. It's really just really dirt in the eye to these devs and folks like that.
They'll live.
How he's
they'll be all right. They need to make better games. Shit, Expedition 33 didn't have that issue, right? They sure did come right in the industry. Only 30 people, and they sure did put their games on every platform, and they're successful. Shit, they don't have this issue. From Software don't have this issue, right? Larian don't have this issue. People who make good games, they don't have this issue. Skill issue.
Viewing your money to be spent on quality products. Who's to say that somebody doesn't appreciate? You have, again, we're going to go back to Ubisoft here for a second, not even first party stuff. We're going to go to Ubisoft for a second. There are Assassin's Creed super fans out there, all right, that love every single iteration, even the misses there.
I don't give a fuck.
The hits and the misses. They love all of them. Who's to tell that fan or fan base not to spend day one money on there? If that's their enjoyment and they're having fun playing those games, that's up to
And it's funny you said that because shit, Ubisoft, they done followed Microsoft. Shit. When I tried Assassin's Creed Shadow, I went right to the subscription service, tried it out, seen what it was hitting on, put like 10, 15 hours in that shit and said, nah, this is not for me.
Yeah.
Unsubscribed.
If you're okay spending $70 on a DK game, and it is a great game, if you want to do that for the Switch 2, that's their prerogative. But he's specifically talking about the PlayStation ecosystem and paying $70 for brand new games.
Oh, yeah, because you guys are in competition with the fucking Xbox guys, and that's what I keep on saying. You were just talking, this whole entire video, you're sitting here talking about there's no competition, but us PC guys are reminding you that you guys are paying to play the same games that they're paying day and date through their subscription service. But that shit just goes over your head and you guys still keep on coping talking about competition. Hello?
I think a lot of games are worth it, whether it be Stellar Blade, whether it be Black Myth Wukong, whether it be Death Stranding 2, whether it be anything of these quality premium titles, first party, third party, timed exclusives, whatever the case is, it doesn't matter. You put it in the pot, they're worth it to certain players, to certain gamers, to certain consumers. You're not the one to sit there and gatekeep and tell people that they're idiots for spending their money on their hobby how they see fit. Why are you not out here explaining why somebody should be shopping in a Walmart over a Fred Meyer, over a Costco, over vice versa, and compare those and calling them idiots? But
yeah,
no,
exactly. I mean, that's where you got that little church shirt at, boy. And I'm glad that you put it on. I'm glad you're dressing your fucking age, by the way.
If we're going to use the gaming sphere, you're an idiot for spending money on a hobby, not necessities, not utilities, food, mortgaging.
I mean, you guys call people idiots for buying Xboxes and shit, but go ahead and cry, right? Go ahead and play the victim. I haven't seen this from you, right? I'm so used to seeing it from like, you know, the little guys like MBG and Reforge and shit. I haven't seen this on you before. I haven't seen you play the victim and shit. Like, what the fuck? Am I supposed to pull out a violin? I mean, shit. I do think the game, I do think that shit is stupid. I mean, shit, I've made it very clear that I'm an advocate for piracy. Shit. You know, if anything, that's why I enjoy Game Pass, because the one thing that piracy does cost is time. right? Game Pass will let you get around that time that it takes. And you could just download the game a lot quicker. Just saying, I mean, that's just free game from your boy Sigs.
Like that, but you want to gatekeep and tell people they're stupid for paying for slop. Man, I've never seen anybody in my life dislike gaming so much.
I mean, if it's slop, yeah, because I'll be honest, I play slop games. I mean, there's a lot of slop games. I was literally just talking about this in another video. I'll play a game if I know that it's trash and I'm not going to like it, because I want to be able to definitively say that it's slop, just like I did with Assassin's Creed Shadows. And The Last of Us Part 2. I mean, come on, dog. If you're paying for slop, I mean, it's not a good look.
Alex, I really haven't. He must truly hate gaming in order to crap on it 24/7, to shift his narrative consistently, to backtrack.
I mean, but that's what you do on the best deal in gaming. You talk shit about Game Pass is the best deal in gaming, even though you have Game Pass, even though you're on it.
And then come back out, twist it again, tell people they're idiots, shill for a certain brand.
Right, now imagine if it turned out that, oh no, it's Alex had a PlayStation. And he was playing Astro Bot and he bought all the exclusives. He'd look stupid, right? That's how you look on when you be on Game Pass and shit. But you be talking shit about, like I said, the best deal in gaming. Like you're literally, and this is what I mean. You're disingenuous, sitting here. Oh, there's no competition, coping and shit, smiling like a weirdo.
It's just what happens. It's so obvious. It's so obvious, and to act like he's getting so upset over people sticking up for a $70 price tag. Again, no one's saying that has to happen. No one.
Yeah, shilling and boot kissing. When the industry was moving the prices up, there went the PlayStation guys bending over. Oh yeah, we get railed all the time. This is just business as usual. Oh yeah. Yeah, you guys got called out as the fucking boot kissers that you are. I say the shit every video. It's my favorite way to describe guys like you. Boot kisser shield. That's why I thought it was so funny you're projecting using that word, because you hear people say it about you, just like how you want to use the word pocket watching, even though you know damn well you know that's not in your fucking vernacular. You goofy ass dude. Boy, we on your fucking ass.
I'm sitting there, I'm not doing backflips and cartwheels for an $80 price tag that's supposedly coming down the pipeline.
I mean, shit, you was just telling a sad story. You was just singing a sad song about damn $70 games and the devs who worked their ass off and how it's dirt in their eyes, right? I almost damn had to hand you a tissue and shit. You done took a page out of motherfucking Reforged Gaming's book and shit, over here acting like a damn crybaby and shit. So, shit, if you did it for $70 games, I mean, shit, you'll do it for $80 games, you'll do it for $90 games, because you're just a little shill. You fucking goofball.
I'm still not doing cartwheels and backflips for $70, but I also understand this is a hobby, not a necessity, and I don't have to spend that money if I don't want to do it. I don't. I can wait for sales.
And that's why I laugh at y'all niggas, right? And that's why I say, in my opinion, I think the Xbox niggas, I think they got the upper hand on y'all niggas. And you guys are just too blind to see, and you guys are just going to keep on getting hit over the head. You guys are just going to keep on paying for less, right? Because to you guys, less is more. I've discussed this as well. I mean, you guys are just some of the most ass-backward people I've ever seen in my whole entire life.
I can get collector's editions for $250 if I love the franchise. Or I can wait and get it on sale down the line. Lord knows, again, we all have backlogs to attend to. But
yeah, I guarantee you won't get as much sales as we be getting over here on PC.
I've never seen such an asinine take in my life. And this isn't the first time he's brought up the $70
Oh, you don't watch your videos back when you edit them?
Price tag or more. In making fun of people for not using Game Pass or paying less, or holding these corporations to a standard of paying, putting those games out on a less cost-inducive matter.
I mean, the Xbox did it with the Outer Worlds or whatever the fuck, and they lowered the price. Shit. Just saying, man.
It's just ridiculous, and I get it. You do vote for your wallets.
And the crazy thing is,
you do that sort of thing for sure.
Since they did that, you can look right here, the Outer Worlds. I went and installed it. I bought it on Steam, actually. Bought the game. Now, granted, they had it on sale for like $5 or $6. Bought the game, right? I'll probably play the new one through Game Pass, right? Baby steps, right? Like I said, they need to bring the prices down more, but they'll be in Game Pass. I mean, shit like that, you know, it does something for $6.
Sure, but again, the same basis goes through. You're not supposed to gatekeep what other people are doing as far as how to spend their money. You're not an advisor. You're not a financial advisor. You're not in that market to do so. There's nothing wrong with people paying full price for games if they choose to do so. There's nothing wrong for people that are wanting to wait for sales if they choose to do so.
Okay, now finish that. And there's nothing wrong with people being on Game Pass. There's nothing wrong with people saying, hey, if it ain't coming to Game Pass, then I don't need to play it. But you've built a whole entire channel coming at people for doing that. That's why you are so hypocritical to talk about pocket watching, because that's what your old ass does all the time. I'm just saying.
There's also nothing wrong with people wanting to utilize a rental subscription service, regardless of my opinion. They can do what they want.
Well, what's your opinion? Yeah, why don't you go ahead and say your stupid ass opinion? Because it seems like you're changing it in real time.
Right? The outcome of relying on a subscription service, that's on them. That's on the fan base that wants to lean
Well, as you said earlier, I mean, you guys are in the same boat.
heavily on that. But again, they can do that if they want to do that. Just like it's okay if we're paying full price for a video game that we deem necessary or that we want to play day one and we're okay with the price. And if they continually up that price, there's going to be a threshold. There's going to be a threshold to where those are going to come down because people can't afford it. That's just what happens. It's not like, oh, a few wealthy individuals will be able to purchase these games and that's good enough for the corporations. No. There has to be enough people to purchase those games. It's a balance. But going back to the full circle, stop gatekeeping people.
Oh boy, you don't get it. And ain't nobody gatekeeping there. Everybody's grown men, but people can give their opinion on what they think is pro-consumer or not. But you don't advocate for what's pro-consumer. You're literally sitting there saying, yeah, the price is going to raise. The price is going to raise. I don't know. Like I said, the Xbox guys, they turned up over the Outer Worlds, and Microsoft, they took it down to 70. Should have took it down to 60, but like I said, baby steps, right? They should know about baby steps.
People can do what they want, buy what they want, play what they want. I say that all the time here. Just because I prefer PlayStation myself doesn't mean someone can't prefer PC gaming. Doesn't mean somebody can't prefer Nintendo gaming.
Okay, this guy is just sitting here backtracking. Okay, I've had enough. I mean, this video, damn, long ass video, but shout out to everybody who made it to the end of the video. It's been your boy Siggs and Serial. Until next time, peace.